Hi, everyone. Welcome to Clutch Entertainment today. And today we're going to be talking about ideas of things you can do when you're living on your own or things you can do if you're just by yourself for a while. Maybe you're on like a retreat away from everyone else. Maybe you're just, going on a vacation. Maybe you're just having some time to yourself from somebody else or your family. Or maybe you just live on your own in general. I just got a bunch of things. This is kind of a continuation of one of my first videos. My first video was boredom, and that was basically my video talking about how to, overcome boredom and what you can do. These are some things to add on to that, I think, and I'm going to say basically these are just a bunch of different ideas you can use yourself to use on your own, or if you need something to do, when you're just thinking, oh man, I don't know what to do, or I'm not sure what to do, I'm bored. These are a list of things you can do, and let's get right into it. So first off, I would say the biggest thing to do is when you're not sure what to do or something you want to do is probably look at your goals, what you currently have in your life. And if you have like a certain goal you want to reach or a certain place you want to be, you got to do those things that build up to it. So I would say that would be the first thing. You just want to put yourself in a position where you can help achieve your goals. So say you want to be a firefighter, okay? So I would say the thing you need to do is in your free time is to start studying to be a firefighter. Study like some of the tests they do or some of the written things that they do, or even like practice getting in shape. That's probably something you need to do or work on. That way you'll be able to get to that point where you can go right into school to train in the firefighter academy, and you can just go into there. That's just one example. But I would say, yeah, that's the first thing to do. Just plan your goals and then look at what you want to do. These are some other things, though, like say you're not planning on a specific goal. I would say, like, maybe read a book. There's a ton of books out there to improve yourself. There's a ton of books that, even one you just want to enjoy. Like maybe it's a sci-fi book. Maybe it's a book that's, something that's about a true story, an autobiography. There's a ton of different books out there, and if you can find one that fits your style or fits something that you like, that's the way to go. I would say another thing is you may want to clean your house. So there's always something to do cleaning your house. Maybe you need to scrub a floor, sweep a floor, mop a floor, do some dishes. Pretty much anything to do with your house. So if your house is messy and you need to clean it, that's the way to go. I would say another thing is, may want to work on do-it-yourself projects. So say you've been putting off that painting of that wall for months, or say you've been putting off that project of, putting in a new faucet or putting in a new sink or a new dishwasher, or putting in something like a new light, or maybe something like something outside, maybe like a garden or something. Any kind of project on your home is pretty much something that's good, and it gets you out into what you're supposed to do in your house, and how to increase the value of your house. And there's a ton of different things you can do for that. You'll just have to look into what you want to do and what goals you want to set for your house actually. So another thing I would say is, write something. So maybe some people like to write things. They write down ideas, write down to plan things. There's a ton of different things to write about. You could even just write on your computer, just write a story. Writing is definitely a thing that's good for you, and it's also something that like gets your thoughts out on paper, or gets it out what you need to do next. Another thing you could try is do your workout. You want to work out, you want to, get stronger. Maybe you just want to be in shape. Maybe you just want to do it because you're just tired of sitting around all day. That's another thing. Also, you could just go for a walk, just going for a basic walk, just through the neighborhood, or something you just want to, just maybe see people outside, or maybe just enjoy the weather, or just go for a walk to walk your dog, or just, walk with another pet. Just something to do to get you outside your house. And this thing is kind of like another thing that you can do for yourself is, you might want to, first thing you do is pray to God, or meditate on that. And you can, pray for the many things of the world. There's so many things to pray for. There's, all kinds of hardships people pray for. There's sicknesses people pray for. There's things that people are working towards in their life, their vocations, what they want to do. You can always pray to God because God's always there and He's always ready to listen. Another thing you can do is, embrace the quiet. Just sit there. I mean, sometimes you don't want to do that too long because, it can get to you if you're looking at the four walls and it's not good. But I would say, like, just sit there, relax, just take in this quiet that you're getting because you don't get quiet forever. And embracing that quiet is very, very nice and therapeutic. Another thing is, start job searching. There's always a way to, you know, look for another job or another way to, make a little extra money, even if it's a side gig. For myself, like what I did was I work at my company that I work for, IT, and then also like I was just like, how else can I make money? So I looked in other ways and I looked at like DoorDash, and that's something I do on the side sometimes. Just dash and pick up somebody's food and bring it to them. I mean, it's an easy way to make like a few extra bucks on the side, and that's something else you could try. I would say another thing, maybe call or hang out with somebody. So if you haven't talked to somebody in a while, check up on how they're doing, see how they're going, what's going on in their life, um, what big events have been going on, or you can check with, maybe hang out with them or catching up with them. People are always willing, to meet up again and to say, hey, let's go get a coffee or let's go have a good time. Let's, put yourself out there with others, and maybe you'll be able to spend some time with them. Next thing you could do is, just for fun, you could like maybe record a video, or you can play a game or something like that in your computer or your phone or something like that. That'll just pass the time. Mainly, I would say like games and for your computer and stuff is mainly just pass time if you're just like by yourself, but you can have a good time with it. It's always better with someone else too. If you can play with someone else, I mean that's an enjoyable experience right there. Another thing you could try is maybe watching sports. We all like to watch sports, and we all have our favorite teams out there. For me, I watch the Blues. It's my favorite hockey team. But that's the main thing I watch. But there's also the Super Bowl coming up in a few weeks. People are gonna be watching that. Some fun to do. Most of the time, sports are like, I would say like 2.5 to 3 hours on average. Like baseball, hockey, football. Most sports are that. So it's a good chunk of time, and you can have a really good time when doing that. Another thing you can do is, watch YouTube. Maybe you want to watch YouTube for entertainment. Maybe you want to watch YouTube for, learning something new. Maybe you want to watch YouTube for something funny. There's a lot of different things you can watch on YouTube, and there's a lot of different ways you can go to do about it. Like there's something that you can put out there. Um, there's something you can watch out there that's valuable to you. There's so many different creators out there, including myself here, Clutch Entertainment. But there's so many things you can look up and so many things that you can, try to do. And you can just learn something new, maybe. Like I was saying before, like if you want to, learn how to install electricity into the wall, like an electrical outlet, I mean, or say you want to learn how to um, build a really great computer, or say you want to uh, learn how to garden outside. There's a ton of different things to learn, and there's a ton of different things that you can check out. Like as far as learning something, you can learn it from a book, you can learn it from a video, you can learn it from a class, you can learn it from like going to some kind of meeting. And that leads into the next thing. Like if you want to do something, like if you're living on your own or something like that, and by yourself, you can join a group. Join a group and visit with people, socialize, like go to social events, talk to people, just find out where they are. I know there's a lot of GroupMe app stuff. There's also a lot of events on Facebook. There's a lot of events on different websites and platforms of social media. I know Instagram has some event stuff on there, like advertising. So you got to just put yourself into a position to find these things, and then also just go commit to them. Another thing you could try is, maybe learn an instrument or learn some music. If there's a specific thing you wanted to try lately or a specific instrument you want to try, go for it. It'll always take time. Everything takes time to learn. And if you want to go for it, you can. Another thing you could try is, maybe watching the weather or, checking out like outside and just sitting outdoors. Uh, that's always a good way to pass the time and good way to, like hear and smell like fresh air, Like you don't hear this fresh air, but you could hear the sounds outside and smell the fresh air. And that's always a good thing to do, just to relax or just to get yourself centered. If say you're like overwhelmed about something, going outside for a few minutes, just getting yourself like recentered where you're supposed to be at. Another thing you could try is, maybe spending time with a pet. Maybe you have a dog, cat, mouse, hamster, um, snake, reptile. Doesn't matter what you have. You can spend some time with your pet, and your pet will give you some time to, reflect on, wow, it's actually a living thing with me, and there's actually something that can interact with me. So that's another thing you can try. Or you can try working on your car or cleaning your car out. Your car always gets dirty over time, just on the outside mostly, but sometimes it gets dirty on the inside. So maybe you need to vacuum your car out after a while, or maybe you need to clean the seats off or clean the windows. There's always a way to do that. And then, like, as far as working on the car, maybe you need to change your oil. Maybe you need to fix something on the tires, like air up your tires, or maybe you need to replace a flat tire, or maybe you need to fix a battery on the car. There's a ton of different things you can do, but you just gotta figure out what's your thing, on your car that you need to repair. But these are just a bunch of different things that I've experienced myself or that I've done. There's plenty of other things. I'm sure there's like you could probably sew something or mend something, but I mean I'm not a fan of that myself. But if it floats your boat, but those are just a ton of different things that you can do if you're just by yourself or doing something on your own. That maybe you just want to pass the time, maybe you want to have some fun. There's a lot of different things here, and hopefully you got something out of this, and hopefully I gave you some ideas. So thank you for watching Clutch Entertainment today, and if you can like and subscribe, that would be great. And leave a comment in the comment section below. So thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.